have a loved one living with dementia and you're trying to understand how you can better interact with and support them so they can live with the dignity and quality of life they deserve, dementia can change a person's behavior, often in upsetting ways, and cause them not only to struggle with everyday activities, but overall communication. It's important to remember that the behaviors your loved one may be expressing are a form of communication. Your loved one is trying to tell you how they feel, what they want, or what they need. And how we communicate back is critically important. We tend to communicate most verbally. However, for a person with dementia, they are unable to capture all that you are saying. Instead, they will rely on what they see, our body language, facial expression, and tone of voice, versus the detail of what is said. The way their brains normally process information has been disrupted. Think of it this way. We take in information based on our 5 senses, in this specific order: seeing, hearing, touching, smelling, and tasting. Within a split second, the information received through our senses is interpreted and converted into thoughts. This is second nature to us, but for someone living with dementia, their brain changes their ability to take information in, process it, and respond to it appropriately. Dementia can thus change someone's memory, judgment, attention, and communication, which then affects their mood, activities of daily life, and generally how they experience the world. Knowing that the process of communication starts with visual cues, verbal cues, and touch cues, and in that specific order, can help you know how to approach successfully interacting with your loved one. Visually, people living with dementia will experience a change in their field of vision. As the disease progresses, their field of vision gradually decreases. As such, it is important to make sure your loved one first sees you before you start talking to them. Stand directly in front of them and don't start a conversation by touching them, especially if you aren't sure they've seen you. If you come up from behind, you can truly startle them. Verbally, people living with dementia may miss every 1 out of 4 words spoken to them. That's why your loved one may not appear to fully understand what you're saying the first time or ask you to repeat. It's always best to keep your questions or answers brief for better understanding and show patience if you need to repeat yourself. Additionally, if your loved one is communicating with you and being repetitive with their thoughts or questions, this may be a signal that they are feeling stressed or anxious. The best thing you can do is to validate their feelings to help them feel understood. Then try to distract or redirect their attention to help them break the loop and become engaged with something else that comforts them. For more information about dementia, as well as Chartwell's memory care and memory living services, visit chartwell.com.